Well, Siggy, today we get to see one of the game's best power hitters. He's tied for the league lead in home runs.
Yeah, he's not just hitting dingers. He's crushing them, Boog. No paint scrapers for him. His bat has been a huge boost to this lineup. Question is, how will they pitch to him today?
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And towing the slab, Ryan Weathers. What do we need to know here?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
In the air on the infield, Edwards makes the grab, 1 away. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. It features a great veteran presence, Andrew McCutchen.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Tommy Pham in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Brian Reynolds here. Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first, and the Pirates go 1, 2, 3. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back here in Miami, and today's starter, Mitch Keller. What do you got on him, Chris?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. And a foul ball. Line drive. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time, stayed balanced through the entire swing, and just launched that one into center. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Griffin Conant. A big game for him last night. He had 4 hits in that one. Line drive, base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, and jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
first and second, no outs. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lopez around third. The throw in, but it's offline. He will score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
Crazy. Xavier Edwards gets a chance. Chance to hit here. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run across. In there safely. And they lead by 3.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. Made history yesterday with a 4-homer game, and to give you some perspective, that's more rare than a perfect game. That's ripped, base hit, coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. So a man at first, and now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. That one ripped. And it's caught for the out.
Batting 7, the catcher, Agustin.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
And first offering is fouled off. Bright stands at first with 1 out. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He He circles the bases. That's his 5th homer of the series. It's 6-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Siggy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Mitch Keller done for the afternoon, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now
left-hander out of the bullpen, Bailey Falter.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
At the plate, Dane Myers, one of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Hit hard, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Derek.
And up next for Miami, Derek Hill. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Base knock center field. And out to aboard.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Otto.
So the lineup flips over. Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. Singled and scored his first time. Line to left. Reynolds makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track him down. Good job of getting the run in.
Now at the plate, Griffin Conine. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. But they take the lead on a huge 7-run outburst. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 7 and the Pirates nothing. And we're back. This is Joey Bart.
The catcher, number 14, Joey Bart.
Ryan Weathers will get back to work just off the inside edge. High fly ball out towards left center. Myers hauls it in for the out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number
Now
13,
batting Key Brian Hayes.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Slice down the right side. Weathers. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Fights it off, you'll see another. And what about analytics? Because one of the ways it seems like they've contributed to the trend is it's not just about are you capable of getting deep, that now focusing on the numbers, maybe the matchup is better with a different guy as the game goes on.
Only a handful of pitchers can go through an order 3 times, maybe even 4 times, and the analytics have contributed to that trend. But I think there are some guys given an opportunity may be able to show that they can be a 3rd or 4th time through the order type of pitcher.
So digging in, Liover Peguero. Right through there for a strike.
Liverpool. Aguero.
On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 7 and the Pirates nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Connor Norton. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Falter back to work. Ripped on a line to center. Cruz hauls it in, and there's one away.